Here we go. Here we go. Episode 3. Episode 3 of the DeLorean build. We are starting this evening with bag number 5. And just to recap, we've obviously done bag 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we are this far into what is starting to take the shape of a DeLorean despite the multi-colors and stuff. But it's starting to look a little bit car-like, if you imagine it. I've got my Rick and I was just gonna say Rick and Morty, Doc Brown and Marty McFly figurines. The influence the franchise has had on modern pop culture. Okay, well, no point wasting any further time. Let's dig into this bag. Let's see what step 5 brings us. Step 5. It's bag 5. It's step. What are we at? 141. Many steps. But we got some clear, or some light blue clear Legos. Now we talked briefly about like setting up maybe like if you want to follow along at home with a drinking game. Every time I drop a piece on the floor, have a sip of your preferred beverage. I'm not going to participate because I don't know. I think it would get a little bit sloppy after a while. Okay, get some instructions going. Everything seems to be settled down. So it looks like the first step here is, I think I'm building a bumper. This looks like a bumper to me. So let's go find my pieces. Sure. One of the things I talked about, and I haven't done it, but like so far it seems to be working fine. Like when I'm reviewing the videos and stuff, like this view seems to be okay, but I almost want like a little masking tape outline of like where my camera edges are. So like what I'm worried about is like I'll be like building something over here and it's like not in a good frame. Wednesdays are not for drinking games. I generally agree with that. I mean, we're getting close to the Friday, but yeah, that's more of a Friday thing. Okay, enough of that. Let's focus. Yeah, so it's these clear pieces that it wants. Already we're into the clear pieces. So according to the box, this thing does include a coin cell battery. So there are lights. There are lights. This thing will glow when we're all finished. Did I set that up right? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, some of the pieces are starting to get shiny. Like it probably doesn't show up on the cam too much here, but like this has definitely got a nice. Oh no, it actually shows up okay. Yeah, we're starting to get into like the finishing on the DeLorean. Okay, so that looks fine. Let's build a few more pieces. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. It wants me to find, yeah, two of those guys. I had a good shout out from Troll last night regarding the some of the orientation that I was building this stuff in. That definitely saved me some time. So like if you see anything that I'm doing here that doesn't quite match up with the picture, by all means, blurt it into the chat. I would hate to be like 30, 45 minutes into something, and then realize like something's backwards and I have to like disassemble to get at this weird piece. Because like when you start getting into this guy here, like there are pieces that are super buried. But so far so good. I hope everybody had a reasonable Wednesday evening. A little bit late today because there were definitely some shawarmas and cartoons involved, so that delayed the stream a little bit. But that's okay. The important part is that we're here now. Now I am missing, it wants 2 of these, I'm missing 1 of them. There has to be another one here. This is my biggest fear, is that like there'll be like 1 of these pieces missing and then the whole thing just doesn't work. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Got more of these clear blue pieces. Costco diaper run. Yeah, that's definitely not my Friday. Definitely not my Wednesday. It's not my Friday either. Okay. But that's okay if you're in the you're in the position that you need diapers. It's better to have them than not. I will say that. Okay, here's one. And here's the other one. Okay, so that goes this and like that. Now there's 2 weird looking pieces, and I think it's these guys. I feel like back in the day, like with your classic Lego pieces, that would have been like, and maybe this isn't the right one, but like you would have had like this would have been a radio. So you would have had like a radio faceplate here, and then like an antenna sticking out, and then like your little Lego guy would like hang on to that, or at least something similar to that shape. Telling you, it's like I'm 8 all over again. You know, except with all this crazy internet stuff that we're able to do these days. Like, broadcast me building Legos to dozens of you. Nah, it's not even dozens. That's okay. I'm happy for the company. I think we're starting to look a bit like a bumper here. See, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not super keen on like the saxophone. I feel like feels like very 80s and like 90s to me. Like I like the music. It's nice and chill and stuff, but the saxophone's just not really doing it for me. Thankfully, like all these songs are only a couple minutes long, so they, if you don't like it, the next one's coming up. Oh, look how they differentiate the pieces here. So this is clearly the shiny piece because it has a little sparkle in the corner. Isn't that clever? So one piece goes on here. And I got another one here. Oh, it wants me. Okay, so I'm going to cover up all this stuff with shiny bits. Looks like there's 4 of them all together. And here we are. Here's number 4. So the kit, I bought this from lego.com, lego.ca, and they announced it. I saw that they had announced the Back to the DeLorean Lego kit. Back to the Future DeLorean Lego kit. And it was going on sale on April 1st. So it was one of those things I'm like, I should like totally get that. And for whatever reason, I woke up first thing in the morning on April 1st, and I'm like, I'm going to log on the website and see if it's there. And sure enough, it was for sale. So I'm like, whatever. So I bought it. And then since then, I haven't checked lately, but like since then, it's sold out. Like it was definitely sold out the rest, like later that weekend. So I'm really glad it came. I'm glad I remembered. Okay, now we're attaching this thing onto the body. Let's add a bumper. So it looks like, I mean, there's only one place this could possibly fit onto, so just push it onto there. There we go. That's starting to look like the back end of a DeLorean. Cool. Hey. Not sure what this piece is supposed to be. It must be, yeah, I don't know. It'll tell me. I'll just blindly build this thing until it shows up. It tells me where to put it. So a couple of these 2x4 pieces, and now I'm looking for a 1x2 of the same color, which goes on under here. Some 1x6s. One of these, a 1x4. And one of these weird little trailer hitch things. It kind of looks like a trailer hitch to me. That's what I imagine it is. Okay, so put this on here. There we go. That's step 158. Now we got an L shape. Like so. For 160, it's a little 1x1 and one of those weird little triangle pieces. Where's my 1x1s? Here's a triangle piece. Oh, they're right here. And I think that's the right orientation. Yeah, this kind of slopes towards the trailer hitch. So that's good. And then this guy. Okay. Doesn't perfectly line up. It's not supposed to, but yeah, that looks okay. there's another piece here. Oh, I think it's this one. Make sure I get this right. Yeah, it looks. It's got a weird orientation in the picture, though. I guess maybe it's supposed to. No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, like this, maybe. Yeah, it's almost like a fender kind of thing. Okay. That looks about right. And that jams onto. Looks like right there. Yeah, it's part of the wheel well. And it's a little bit flimsy. There's only like one little piece right here that it's actually connecting onto. This is a flat piece. Like I'm sure there's something that'll go across here and then back here to, kind of secure it in place and stuff, but okay. So it looks like the next step is the other side. And I got a feeling I'm going to build probably 3 more of these things. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I cannot read. I cannot read what you've written, Johanna. It's probably best not to. If anybody's curious to see what that says, probably translate it on your own time. Okay. So 1x4 should be another 1x6 here. And the trailer hitch. Here we go. So it's the same thing, but oops, but the right hand side, the passenger side. Same thing, but just slightly backwards. Okay, there's that. And okay, that was almost a drink. See, it's that easy on a Wednesday night. Let's see, can I get this? Yep, there we go. So there's the other piece, and as expected, just kind of fits on right there. So we got 2 more of these wheel well pieces here. So I'm thinking like it'll probably finish off the back end. But not yet, it won't. So we got some work yet before that happens. So we want 2 of these yellow pieces, a blue piece, and we're into this guy. Like I definitely remember pieces like this shape when I was a kid. That's like a perfect house piece. And 2 of these. I don't even know what you call these. Like they kind of remind me of like terracotta shingles or tiles. So first step is to line this guy up like so. wants me to add it directly onto the DeLorean. So this seems pretty self-explanatory. Just kind of put that on like so. And then our flat pieces. There we go. This is, so that secures this piece in a little bit better. And that secures that side. And it all finishes up with the blue. That's step 172. 172. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so we'll finish off the back end. So we need 2 of these 2x4s, 2 of the 2x3s, 4 of these guys, these funny brick shapes. I was looking at the, because I bought this set off the Lego site, I was looking at, they had a promotion for the Star Wars promotion for May the 4th. And there was the Millennium Falcon. And the thing is like enormous. It's huge. It's like 80 centimeters in like one direction. It's almost a meter like wide. And I don't think I'm gonna buy it. It's like $900. But it'd be cool. It'd be really, really cool to build something like that. There was another set that I was looking at as well, and it was the I mentioned this the other night, the Seinfeld set. And yeah, that could be kind of fun too. A little bit of that 90s nostalgia. Okay, so to build this up properly, we start like that. We add this piece in here. Looks like we add another piece to kind of like keep that same slope going, like that. And then somehow, I guess it fits in. I was going to say that looks right, but the picture, I don't think it quite does it justice, but that makes sense. I think that's kind of what we're going for here. So 2 of those guys. There's a part of me that kind of want to get the Millennium Falcon, but man, I don't know. That's a lot of money to spend on Lego. But then again, I'm definitely their demographic for that sort of thing. I mean, you're not buying your kids $1,000 worth of Lego. I mean, not at once. Okay, so let's see if I can get this on here without. Oh yeah. Problem. There we go. And that's a wheel well. That's pretty cool. I like it. I guess bag 5 is gonna like focus on this end of the vehicle because I definitely don't seem to be doing anything on the front side. But that's okay. All right, so this one looks like it might be a little bit complicated. Okay, so the piece are like these 2 little one pieces, the 1x1s. 2 of those. And then this is kind of where it gets a little bit interesting, I think. I think I need two of these guys, and then there's another one around here somewhere. Must be this guy. Just need one of these. Okay. And like it's a real subtle difference, but basically like this piece here has a connector point on the bottom and on the top, and there's one on the side, and the rest of the sides are just, well, they're smooth, but I guess you could technically connect something in there. Whereas this guy, very similar, the top and bottom, but he's got two sides that have connector points with nothing on the back. So that's the difference between those two. And then it's looking for two clear pieces, which we have right here. There's a bunch of clear pieces. Little 1x1s. Well, I just need one of those for now. And then a flat top, like so. Okay. So let's see if we can see if we can get this to make any sense. Okay, so that's step one. And step two is like that. So we've got the same orientation, two connectors here, and then three along the top. So that seems to be okay. Put an end cap on. Now we're into some clear pieces. Remember as kids, we had some of like the knockoff Legos. What were those? The Mega Blocks. And like for generic Lego sets, and this would have been like early 90s, they were pretty innovative because they actually had like clear blocks when Lego didn't really seem to be doing that kind of stuff. At least not within the sets that I was using. And it was weird because like if you had Legos and you had like Mega Blocks, which were basically like, I mean, it was almost like, but not quite Lego. The pieces would almost fit, but they weren't quite fit either. Like you could tell there was something a little bit off. Okay, so here's the first one. This is weird. I wonder. When I look at this picture, it's almost like this piece here should be like pointing this way. See how this back piece is set up? This is that part that I was a little bit worried. It kind of looks like this maybe should be like reversed somehow. Yeah, because that's as far up as that goes. And it's kind of buried in here, but not too bad. Oh boy, here we go. Let me back up the instructions just to see. I know, we're here. We're already here. This is like a half hour setback. So all these pictures have it going that way. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's only 40 steps. But that's exactly what it is. I totally have that thing on backwards. Ah, man, that sucks. That totally sucks. Okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. I think I can get at it. I just have to take a couple pieces off here. Start with these pieces here that I just put on, just to give myself a little bit of space. Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. As long as I can remember what goes where. And it's totally fine. Look at that. Look at that. It's just right there. Oh. So it needs to go in like this. So I'm kind of thinking, how's the best way to this goes on? I think this can, no, these are keyed. Yeah, those are keyed. So like I can flip them like this. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that looks like that I think is kind of what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Okay, that's good. This is excellent. We did not lose that much time. Uh, just confirm. These guys go on here. That. And right there. All right, I think we may have averted a crisis. Those two black pieces are already buried. So then it's just a matter of putting my fenders back on. Let's skip ahead to make sure I'm putting that on the right way. So, yep. Like this. Okay. We're good. So like this little trailer hitch thing is on the outside. This guy's pointing in the right direction, which is awesome. Put those pieces on. This is the back we just did. We built one of these. Yeah, okay, so that's where we are. So we just have to jam this guy. Looks like it kind of goes in here. Yeah, but it's kind of right up against this one little piece right here. Okay. Back on track. It's that easy. Thank God that wasn't that buried. Oh man. I think I got extremely lucky on that one. Like really, really lucky. It's one of those guys. Oh, it needs two of them. Here's the other one. Two clear pieces. One little one by one and a flat top for them. Okay. So what's this guy here? So, yep, it's good. One by one. Into the clear pieces. Little black one by one. And then the last two clear pieces. And that's it for the taillight assembly. And as expected, this goes on the opposite side. There we are. It even matches the picture. Very cool. Okay, so now to finish this guy off, there's that's pretty cool. The DWC, what does that stand for? It's not GM. Who made the DeLorean? I'm just gonna look it up really quick. See if we can find the DeLorean Motor Company. So it's backwards. It's not quite the right logo. It should be, yeah, this, am I looking at this wrong? Oh, that's why. Okay. It was upside down. John DeLorean, yes. But I was looking at the logo here and I was looking at it. So it's DWC, or sorry, DMC. So the DeLorean Motor Company. And of course, if you have it upside down, it makes absolutely no sense. You're like, oh, they misprinted it. But no, they didn't. That is my amazing spatial abilities for the world to see. Okay, two of these guys. I think it's, yeah, must be this guy. There's two of them apparently. And two of these guys. So it seems like, yeah. So we got our badging here. DeLorean Motor Company badging. Right side up, of course. Our top flashing. And then our side flashing. Oh, this, I'm starting to think this is not the back at all. This is the front. That makes a lot more sense. Good, good Lord. This whole time I'm like, yeah, this is the, I don't know, the trunk or something. No, it's the boot. Yeah, that absolutely looks like the front of a DeLorean to me. Nice. Okay. Just have a bit more flashing bits to put on. And they seem to be slightly complicated, but not overly complex. So one of these guys. I mean, the hard part is figuring out exactly what pieces they're talking about. Looks like by one, another little one button, but I don't see a gray one. I've got a couple black ones. Oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah, so these aren't standard. So one of them is like a standard Lego size connector, and the other one it's more of a, try not to giggle, it looks more like a nipple almost. Yeah, a Lego nipple. Interesting. Okay, so that's what the difference is between those two. I'm looking like right in here. If you want to squint in close to your TV or computer monitor, or mobile phone or what have you, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Trying to figure out what are they trying to get me to build. Blue pieces. We've got a shiny piece, as indicated by the sparkle. And these gray pieces. And I'm guessing that last one there is a clear blue. That would make sense. Okay. Let's let's build this guy up a little bit. See where we land. See where we end up. Okay, so it looks like this is designed. This first spacer goes on, this little one button spacer, and then the Lego nipple goes on afterwards, like that. Ah, finish it off with the last two blue pieces. And this somehow fits onto the front. Like this. There we go. All right, so we're just kind of rounding out the bumper. Gonna go out on a limb and say 178 is, yeah, the same. The same, but the opposite. Okay, so there's our two little button nipple combos. Does it sound weird when I say that? I feel like it probably shouldn't sound weird, but to me it kind of does when I say it out loud. I mean, they're Lego nipples. They all have them. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay. That's all my bits and pieces. Let's put them all together. The second time through is always easier. Okay, there's that. And now, oh, I messed this one up a little tiny bit. I said it was easier, but then I go ahead and build it wrong. That's okay. Oh my goodness, I can't get this one off. No, that's not going to work. Oh, this is just asking for trouble. All I need to do is like move it down a level. There we go. Like that. That's what I wanted to do. That looks better. Okay. So our bits and pieces, and let's see how that's probably going to work. Okay. I'm just trying not to give myself any Lego spoilers, but yeah. That's got a fair bit of plate. So this is, I guess this is going to be the trunk. Except the trunk on the DeLorean is in the front of the car. So, yeah. Anyway. That's 178. Let's get into 179. So one of these 2x4s. One of these little buttons. Get a 1x3. There's six of these guys here. So they're like a 1x2 with a single connector on top. Oh yeah, we have exactly 6. Some of these guys. Should be 3 of those. Are. And then one of these guys, which is looks like a 2x2 with a single connector on the top. And finally, it's a 1x3 with 2 connectors on the top. Let's see what this thing turns into. Oh, I need 2 of those, not one of them. Okay. There's that. Now, it's very particular on where exactly this should be connected. So, step 3 here, it seems like, yeah, right there. So it's the second one in from the right side, which is where we are. Then it's a bunch of these little ramp pieces. And that's a drink. It definitely hit the floor, and I don't know where it went. Could not have gotten too far away. It did not, fortunately. It was a short recovery. It's going to be a really boring stream when I have to like get my flashlight out and start looking for the one little tiny piece that I drop. And you know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. Okay. So there we go. This goes onto the DeLorean. And it looks like it butts up against. So on this piece here, it's against. No, it looks like it straddles both sides. So, and then there's this guy that comes out like 2. And this guy sits right in the middle. So I'm thinking this is starting to build up sort of like the center console, like where the flux capacitor and stuff like that is going to be. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but I mean, I think we all know what this thing is going to look like in the end. Okay. Back to our model and looking at it from this angle. Looks like we need 2 of these guys. 1 of these longer bricks, which look like 1 by 6s, which is what that is. So 1 of those, 2 of these, and a gray 2x4. Okay, so this piece goes on. Wasn't supposed to happen. There we go. Good recovery. But he's panicking. Then looks like, yeah, these go on here. So you can kind of see you still have these little white buttons exposed. And these guys go on top. Okay. We're going to build up a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1 of these. And then is that ball joint? It is a ball joint. And I need 2 of them. I wonder if that means there'll be more elasticy O-rings in our future. Okay, so let's build this thing up a little bit. So we're starting to finally cover up some of the non-DeLorean colors. I don't ever recall ever seeing any of these bright red or bright or pale blue colors. This guy goes here, leaving this red bar exposed. And then we got a couple of these ball joint things. Looks like they go on the sides. And then our white piece. Yeah, so that's that. So yeah, it's covering this stuff up nicely now. That's good. Yeah, so like these purple pieces are not very Back to the Future colored at all. And I'm guessing by the pieces that are left over, this might actually be the end of bag number 5, and it is. Okay. So I'll add these, what do we got here? 6 pieces to my bag of surplus parts. So now the question is, it is almost 10:30. The real question is, do we want to get into bag number 6 tonight, or do we want to like call it a little bit early and then do it tomorrow? This is what we're dealing with here. Bag number 6. It looks to be a kind of about the same Back to the Future 4 colors. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, this thing is only supposed to be gray and silver and that kind of stuff. I don't know. What do you folks think? Should we crack this one open and I don't want to do like half a bag because then I'll have like Legos scattered over here while I'm trying to, do work tomorrow and the day job. So I don't want to do that. I think that'll cause some problems. But yeah. Those last 2 bits, do you mean like the leftover pieces? I put the leftover pieces in here with my other leftover pieces. And then yeah, bedtime for you. Yeah. I'm right on the fence. Like I could go to bed. I'm sleepy, but like I could probably also like power through it as well. Oh, they're bag 6. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't opened up bag 6 yet. I'm like I said, I'm right on the fence of whether or not I should like dig into this one. Yeah, why not? Have a good night, Jay. Sleep well. Get some rest. Say hi to the missus and the little one. I'm gonna go in I think this is gonna be for the back end. That's what bag 6 is gonna focus on because like we've definitely got some red pieces for like taillights, and then we got some amber pieces as well. I guess there might have been some yellow running lights. Bag 5 didn't take too much time. Cheers, man. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay, let's do it. We'll get this stuff all out of its individual bags. Okay. I'll make some organized piles of chaos right here and right here. My camera frames. Yep, those are still all in good shape there. Put my scissors away. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, if you're already in bed, then I guess we might as well put this one together. Okay, where's my instructions? They are right here. Bag number 6. Time is just flying here. All right, let's see if I can find my pieces. So we want to it's gonna spread stuff out here a little bit. Like I'm sure there's a rhyme and reason when they're putting the stuff together, but like when it actually comes to for me assembling them, they're like there's parts scattered on every pile here. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so it's one of these guys. Two of those, and pieces are these guys again. Oh. So this funny looking guy goes on to here with the bottom or the flat piece down here on the bottom. So that's good. It looks like I've got to make 2 of those. And they seem to fit onto, looks like it's the piece that I just made. Right here. Back of the vehicle. With 2 of these little 1x2s. Right onto the side. Okay. So that looks about right. All right. So we've got our little 2 little bricks. 2 flat 2x2s. And here's the other one. And then some beige pieces. These are kind of different looking. I've never seen a Lego piece like this. They're kind of like bulbous almost. That's different. Huh. And they're supposed to be, oh, it's just one of them. Okay. Okay, so it looks like 1x2 there. Or sorry, the 2x2 flat, and then a 2x2 block here. The other 2x2 block there. And the 2x2 flat piece right there. And then this weird looking guy goes inside and on the middle. Again, not sure what they're driving at with that from a design point of view, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to be working on the flip side of the vehicle now. So I'll just flip that guy over. Yeah, still having fun playing with this part of it. Okay. One of these, one of those, little 1x3s, L shape. Looks like it must be this guy here. Yeah. Those are into this guy. Black and a gray. Just like that. Where is he? Here it is. This guy. Okay, so if I was going to build one of these things up, I would start by following step number 1 in the white box. There's that guy. Top piece. Guy fits on like so. This part's important. One of these is gray and one of these is black, so I'm thinking, how's this going to fit on? It looks like the gray is, like it looks like the black, no, the black's on this side. And the gray is on this side. And I'm basing that solely on this piece, this part right here. So like, that's gray and that's black. And it's a little bit confusing because you look at the picture, like this part here is darker than this side. But yeah, so confusing. Okay. And then this fits into, looks like it goes right on the edge. Like that. And that makes sense. So when you look at it, the grays and the grays, get the black part of that wheel well is inside. So yeah, we're good. My orientation is correct. Looks to be the same but opposite. The other side. Shape here. Here we are. One by three. I'm drawing a blank. Where here you are. You're just slightly buried. Hangy piece. We've got this black piece. And we're into the grates or the grills. Finally, this guy. So we'll build it all up again. That. Now make sure I get the right orientation again with the colors. Or the shades of black anyway. I guess it's not, is it a color? Nah. And then finally, this little right there. Okay. Fits onto, wait a second. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Just had to rotate it. Okay. Great. The grills are on right. Okay, we're good. As good as we're going to get. Okay, so now we're going to start building up the fenders again. So I'll probably just flip that around. Okay. So we need a long piece here. I'm pretty sure this is the right long piece. There's that. And no, it's okay. I almost messed that one up. So I need a gray piece. Where's my gray pieces? There's one. So fit this one on the bottom part of the fender first. And then that makes it so that fits nicely. Okay. 189. So for this guy, I need some more square 1x1s. Just one, I guess. A 1x4. And a 1x6. There we go. And there we go. It's like 189. We get another fender piece. Looks like it should just snap right in. Yeah, just like that. Beautiful. Then for the next part of this, we've got a bunch of these little triangle blocks. And how many do I need? I need 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking at it on this side here, so I'll start from the right and work my way left. So do them all like that, and then the space, and that's where I put a single little triangle piece. Where are you? Here you are. It's not the right shade of gray though. There we go. Okay. That's 191. Apparently this is ready to put onto the DeLorean. It looks like this fits on like this way. Okay, that looks okay. Apparently there's 2 of these little, I don't know if they're gray. Yeah, I guess they're gray. This is where we need the darker gray triangle piece. So it fits on like that, and then just here on the end. There we go. It says to put both of them on now, so I guess I'll do that. There we go. Let's go and start building the other fender, I presume. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. That's little one piece. Grab one of our fenders, and it's not the right color. Piece around here somewhere. Sometimes they go flying a little bit. Don't see it. Why don't I see it? Here it is. It was upside down. Turns out I'm just slightly blind when I get tired. Okay, so with that in place, okay. Building up some more of this. So 1x4 by 6. The gray square. So on the front of this thing, we put, what do I put here? Okay. Here we go. again, that looks about right. We'll just add the other half of the fender on. Just like that. And that's the same thing as before, where we got a bunch of those 6 of those triangle pieces. Where are they now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Very good. There should be one more gray triangle piece of the same shade. That guy. Kind of wonder if I used a wrong shade somewhere else. Oh, here we are. We're good. Good. So same thing as before. I'll start from right and work my way left. And just jam these guys on. Oops, there we go. Okay, that looks good. And we just add it to the body right here. There we go. We're starting to see the shape of this thing come together nicely. It's pretty cool. Okay. Now we're getting into the turn signals. Yeah, the rear lights, the tail lights. Okay, this is exciting. And we need these clear red pieces, translucent red pieces. Those guys, 2 of the clear pieces. 2 amber colored, and then 4 1x2s. Okay. And of course, we'll have to build this for 2 sides, but that's okay. Tackle one side at a time. One chocolate covered ant at a time. We don't want to get too ambitious. Start losing track of pieces and stuff, and that's a recipe for disaster. Okay, so this is quite particular here for step 4. It looks like one amber kind of pointed down like that, and the other one is kind of spun 90 degrees to it. So something like that. Now for this guy here, in this white box, we start by, this is the actual tail light assembly. The 2 rear backup lights, and then the 4 red tail lights, brake lights, tail lights. Okay, so that looks kind of cool. And that fits onto the back here. Based on those pictures, it looks like it lines, so this guy lines up with the edge of the white marker lights. And then somehow There we go. So that fits in like so. So that's pretty cool. And this guy goes in. There's only one place to snap it on, and that's right there. The other one's going to go right on these two little connector ports. So let's build that up right now. Just like cooking, we'll gather all our pieces all together. Those two of these guys. So for the red, to the clear. That's a 1x3, and I think I got it all except for this guy. Okay, now we're in business. So let's build this up together. So, and let's see, this is again, same sort of weird trickiness with the orientation of the amber. So this one on the left, like that. And the one on the right. There we go. It's good. Now we build up the tail lights. Okay. Taillight assembly. And same thing before. This goes right on the very edge here, closest to the backup lights. And then this guy. Sure, I rotate it properly here. Yeah, just like that. Okay. It's the other side. Okay, cool. And of course, only place it can connect right here and right onto here. That looks pretty sharp. Let's start to come together nicely. Okay, we still have lots of pieces here, so we definitely have, probably another half hour to go here before this is done. So I don't know if roll is still up here or not, but if you are, well, good for you for lasting this long. Okay, two of these funny looking guys. A couple of yellow pieces. Four of them. Oh my. Guess we'll just use them all. That. And where's my last? Here we go. One and two. Okay. So I'll start with the bottom side here. So it looks like this guy fits on like so. One of these black tiley things here. And it looks like, Okay, so it looks like these yellow pieces kind of go right in here first. That will anchor our other piece, like so. It's good. So I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Except I'll put these guys in. I'll put these guys in now so I don't forget them. And side is the same but opposite. Should go in like so. Okay, so I believe it wants the black piece here. Oh, we're starting to build up the back part. Okay. Two of these guys. Two of these darker gray, longer guys. Two of the dark gray singles. There's definitely like a subtle difference there. And then four of these little grates. 1, 2, 3, and there's number 4. Number 4. Okay, so looks like it's a light gray, a dark gray together on the ends, light gray on this side. Okay, that's easy. Now we've got some of these grates to put in. So starting from the top, it looks like there's one that butts up against here, then it skips a line, another one, and then two of these flat pieces back in the grates in the same sort of pattern. I mean, that's the nice thing about this DeLorean is that it's generally stuff's all nice and symmetrical. Okay, so it wants me to add this onto here. And trying to decide clear. It looks like it lines up with the yeah, with the tail light here, because I don't think, yeah, it can either go here or it can go here, and I want to say it makes probably the most sense if it goes there. Kind of see like in this section here, it lines up nicely with that amber. Yeah, let's run with that. What could possibly go wrong at this point? We don't need to talk about the hood fiasco from earlier. Some nice bright blue Legos. With two of those guys. And two of these single top connector pieces. So it looks like so far so good. Make sure that's the right orientation. And it looks like that's one. And then the other one is the same but slightly different. So like that. So it looks like, according to the diagram, they go together like this. And looks like they just kind of fit onto the back. Okay, so there that is. They butt right up against here. It's good. For building, I don't know, I guess it's maybe yeah, it must be the bumper. It's the bumper we're building. Beige piece. Looks like a long gray piece. So what is this? 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 pieces long, or 12 connectors long. Whatever it is, there's 4 of them. Looks like it's these guys here. 1, 2, and 4. Okay. And then 6. 6 of these guys. 2, 4, and 6. Okay. Bad. 6 of these funny looking guys again. Just enough. For those. And I get those 5 pieces. I guess it's these guys here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's all we need. So we'll start with the beige piece. Looks like it wants one of these guys. And then it wants all of those guys. Okay, let's all fit together. Now we put our long piece on, our 12 long. So wants all these guys. And I gotta make sure that I got them the right orientation, which yep, they are good. There this is. Okay. So now, oh, this is kind of neat. So these actually will snap to into here. Not gonna go exactly just like that, and it kind of you can pivot there, so that's kind of cool. Just jam all those guys in here. Doesn't take an incredible amount of force, but it's, you know, like it's definitely solid. Very satisfying click. Here it comes again. I'll put it in front so you can hear it. The Lego Asmer. There. That hasn't put everybody to bed yet. That should just immediately start conking people out. Okay, so these pieces here will make it so that they all move uniformly, all together, or at least in two pieces. I guess it's not all together, so it'll move in two separate units here. It'll make sense in a second. Hang on a moment. So get this last piece on. See what I mean? Now, this guy moves as one, and that guy moves as another. It can sit like that, or it can rotate out. And this will fit onto the front. So I guess it's maybe the dash? Oh, it's the dash. That's cool. Neat. All right, I'll keep it at a slight angle like that. Okay. Definitely getting into the fine little bits here. Okay, that doesn't feel like it's the right piece. There should be two slightly shorter ones. Ah, here they are. Okay. That. So. Guy. Now we use this piece. There's 4 remaining. Sandwiched together nicely, and this goes over, or under, so it goes on the undercarriage. Like that fits in like that, but it's weird because I actually haven't built up the bumper yet. I don't know if that's an error or if I like completely missed a step here. Yeah, no, so this picture has it without. Yeah, they just messed up this one picture here. But at this point here, like, I don't have this piece, this bumper piece put in, but it shows it on the picture. But there's no way. If I go back 2 pictures, you can still see it's kind of there when you're looking at it from like the top. Yeah, no, we're under control. I haven't missed anything yet. Brightening. So I'm gonna guess that that's probably what I'm building up right now. This last piece, this last section of this last chunk. I could be wrong though. Got to be careful not to count your chickens before they're hatched. If you're finished watching here, you should absolutely Google. Oh, I don't even know what you Google. It's a Norm Macdonald joke from back in the day where he talks about like it's like Little Johnny. It's one of Norm Macdonald's Little Johnny jokes, and I'm not going to repeat it here because like I will absolutely not do it justice. Um, but it talks about like the teacher, like tell us one of the one of the important things you learned, right? And the one girl's like, oh, never count your eggs before they're hatched, and that kind of stuff, right? And then it finishes off with like little Johnny recounting like his uncle going through PTSD from Vietnam. Anyway, just like Google it. It's absolutely hilarious. Definitely worth a watch. I'm sure you guys have probably already seen it, but I get a good chuckle out of it every once in a while. I mean, I think I'm building a bumper. It looks like I'm building a bumper. I might not be building a bumper. It seems like a bumper though. Whatever this is, I don't know where it attaches onto yet, but I'm sure it'll all become clear. Okay, so to our shiny pieces again. So 2 of those guys. 2 of those. Finally, using our light blue pieces. 4 and 2. This is going to get built onto, just start it like this. It's kind of similar to the front pieces. Okay, so there's one, and I'll rebuild up the second one. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see how this goes on. It looks like it goes on so, and the side like so. I think that's where we want it to be. It's weird because it still has. Okay, so this clips in like so. Don't fall off there. It's got some looseness to it, but again, it shows it with a bumper, but I absolutely did not do a bumper, and I'm on like step number 7, so something has gone weird here. Oops. Something strange. I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy. Put that piece on. Yeah, that's this section here. Got the 2 pieces there, and like still it shows like no bumper cover there. Build up this piece, which we did, and added it. And then we built up this section here, which fits onto what I might have messed up on though was the colors, because those look to be like gray. Hold on a second. Unless, oh, okay. So this piece comes off. This piece, so it looked like, yeah, okay, that was the mistake. Okay, I just didn't read it right. Okay, so this piece here that I built in this step, 206 to 209, that fits on right here. So that's our bumper. And then we've got 2 of these pieces here that basically fit over top. Okay, now that's much better. I feel much, much better about that. So then this piece fits on like so. And that's it. We're laughing. It's cool. Okay. So I would say that we are starting to get a nice shape of a DeLorean happening here. The bottom half anyway. Got some fenders on. The front. And the back. So yeah. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. It's starting to really take its shape here, and it's definitely not the definitely not a refrigerator now. It's definitely starting to look like a car. That's good. We're good. And again, we're like 6 pieces, 6 leftover pieces, which I will add to the surplus. And there we go. We'll keep on going tomorrow. Because I am done. I'm done. That's another late night. But we got 2 bags done, so that's good. We've made some progress. It's starting to look together. It's starting to come together nicely. Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I think I've had enough. I'm starting to get sleepy. And yeah. Thanks very much for watching. I'm glad you, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will be back on, should be back on tomorrow. I'm hoping for 8. I was a little bit late tonight, but it happens. And yeah, have a good Thursday, everybody. Have a good Wednesday night. Have a good sleep. Have a good Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.